I agree.
Mm-hmm. It'll be on and on and on.
That's why I say some of them I don't answer back, y'all. I don't even look at it. Okay, you always want to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so today his donkey of the day belongs to a Bismarck man who pulls a gun at McDonald's after a man refuses to buy him a Big Mac and a Happy Meal. Now, Bismarck man George Damaris pulled a gun on a customer at McDonald's after the customer refused to buy him a Big Mac and Happy Meal on Saturday. According to the arresting affidavit, the customer was going to the Burnt Boat Drive McDonald's in Bismarck for lunch. When Damaris approached him, asked if the customer could buy him a Big Mac and a Happy Meal. The customer told Damaris, "Go get a job," and walked into the restaurant.
Why couldn't you just say no, sir?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't accuse him for doing that. But you can be a little kind.
No, sir, I can't do that for you.
Well, this made him mad. Damaris followed the customer into the store, which was filled with innocent bystanders, some of them children. He pulled out a black handgun from his waistband. He then pointed the gun at the customer and told him what he said was disrespectful.
Yeah, it was.
Damaris proceeded to call the customer a son of a bee.
Oh. Okay.
Before putting the gun back into his waistband and leaving the restaurant. Police arrived soon after the restaurant and were able to locate him. Officers then were able to locate a black Taurus model with the handgun, and which Damaris had hidden in a stroller that was holding his 1-year-old daughter.
Lord have mercy.
Damaris was then taken into custody and charged with terrorizing with a dangerous weapon. A woman was with him at the time of the incident, was also arrested after she gave law enforcement a false name when they was interviewing her.
You know, oh my goodness. He gonna hide the gun where the little baby is. But
so it's a few things.
Rudeness. Who was the donkey though? Just mainly him, because I thought they both were donkeys.
Well, he gave him the donkey for pulling it out.
For pulling it out.
And DJ Envy said what I said, which is that guy could have been a little nicer.
He was rude.
And then Charlemagne said, that's true, but that doesn't give a person the right to...
I know.
We got it.
Go get a job. And let's just say for sake of argument, if he didn't say that and just said, no, sir, I can't do that, would he not have done the gun thing? And
Charlemagne said he would have probably bought it for him. Because he didn't ask for money, he asked for food.
Yeah. I probably would have too.
Yeah, when somebody asks for food, that's not money.
Could you buy me a Big Mac and a Happy
I would do
Meal?
that.
You seriously want a Big? You must don't have no money. Let me come on in.
And specifically asking for a Big Mac.
Yeah, and a Happy Meal.
That means you got a kid.
Oh, and that little kid in the car. Oh,
well, 1 year old.
1 year old. Yeah, how you gonna eat a Happy
Probably
Meal?
for her. Probably for the
wife.
For the mother girl.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was rude.
That was, but he didn't have to pull the gun out. He didn't.
He said that was rude. That was disrespectful.
He told him that. Right.
He came in with the gun and pointed at him and said that was disrespectful.
Sometimes you do want to do that sometimes. You want to be a vigilante and you want to just, when people are mean and rude, you want to just show your peace. What you gonna do now?
People
always do it on TV.
Remember I told you people don't have to be. Remember, I always told this story. I think I told it here before when I was in college at DePaul. And we went to the airport. Mm-hmm. And this is before the days of the cell phone and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And all of my friends was all there. And they had money for us to get on and off the trains. So we all went to the airport and got split up. I don't know how we got split up. But I walked around that airport about 5 or 6 times. I was so tired. And it started to get nighttime. I said, they probably left. And it was like, we meet her back at the dorm or something. Mm-hmm. And I had no money to get on the train. Wow. So I stood outside right by the thing.
As a beggar? With
my DePaul shirt on. And I said, does anybody have $1 that I could get on? I'm trying to get back to school. Mm-hmm. And some people was, and some people were like this.
Like, how dare you even beg?
Yeah. And then some people was like, no, I don't have no money. And I remember I was at my lowest of my low. Now I know how people feel. The ones that's really out there.
Really, really
not the crackheads or the one that's just that's out there panhandling and trying to
a cigarette.
Go get in a Mercedes Benz after you've been outside getting money from people out there. I'm talking about the real people.
Okay.
You feel every time somebody says no or shuns you, it takes something out of you.
It just breaks you down another time.
The beginning, you start off already. Mm-hmm. Does anybody have $1?
I need to catch the train back to my school.
After about 1 million no's, you just like, excuse me, ma'am, do you have $1?
What happened?
You start looking homeless.
You got a lot of no's before you got it.
And this one man, he was so nice. He said, sure, here you go. Here, he gave me $5.
Aww.
I said, sir, no, just $1. That's all I need is. I started crying.
You did.
I started. I started breaking down.
Oh my God.
I said, sir, I just need $1. That's all.
He gave you $5.
I said, I've been out here for hours. And that man said, it's okay.
Oh my God. That was so nice.
And then that other thing, once you get it, you gotta get on the train with all those people that said no.
No. Oh, because you're going the same way.
I'm getting on the same
You
train.
should have got on and said,
my $5.
I got my $5. You should say, I got my $5. Oh, I'm choking.
I said something.
You did.
When I got on the train.
What'd you say?
I said, somebody thank the sir who gave me money so I could get back to school. And the people was just like,
the ones that said no.
And that lady that works there in the booth, she should have let me in. She saw me standing out there for hours. She could have let me go in.
She didn't let you by. Man, you going to DePaul.
She see me with the shirt on and everything.
My friends, we split up and they got no money. And I don't have no money. I need to get back to the campus. Go on through, girl. Go on through.
And because he gave me $5, I was able to get a transfer because they actually didn't go back to the dorm.
Where'd
they went to my friend's grandmother's house.
So you was able to go there too.
I was able to get off the train, go to the dorm and see they wasn't there. And I had extra money to
That's
get.
why he gave you $5. He knew you needed more than
because they could have been an angel.
Could have been an angel.
Had a note that said we're at blank blank's grandmother's house. And I had enough money to get back on the train and go to her grandmother's house.
See, that was God. God knew exactly what you needed.
But then
you didn't just needed to get there to school.
No,
and that was
because we spent the night at her grandmother's house. I think her grandmother a witch.
Ooh, voodoo woman.
We were all three in the bed, all three of us girls, and we were all sleeping like this with our eyes open, looking at the ceiling. Because you can hear her chanting. Yes. I said, is your grandmother a witch? You can hear her walking around.
Oh my God. She was in witchcraft.
And we was looking, all of us was sleeping like this.
Oh no.
And I said, is your grandmother a witch?
Did she say
And
so?
she said, I think she is. I said, we should have never came over here. I should have stayed where I was.
Yeah, you should have did the dollar amount and not go anywhere else. Maybe buy you a burger on the other part of the $4.
Yeah, who walks around the house making noises like that?
Yeah, she was chanting. She was doing something.
And it wasn't tongues. It was like,
that reminded me of our family member. Now this, we can say this before we leave because we still got a little time. Family member of mine, prayer. God had her get up. And I may be telling this story wrong if she's listening to me. God would have her to pray because she lived in the city. So she would ride the buses downtown to go to her job. When you're on the city buses, you encounter a lot of crazy L trains and buses. But God had her every morning prayer on the time, on the dot. That morning she didn't get up. She was tired. I don't know what her reason was. She didn't pray that morning. She got on her bus that she normally gets on, and she sat next to this lady who was reading this book, and it had an ugly demon face on it. And my relative was like, okay. So my relative
started feeling sick, right?
She started praying in the spirit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Praying in the spirit. That woman next to her started chanting because she heard my relative praying in the spirit. And she got louder with her chant. My relative got a little weak and got off. The Holy Spirit said, get off on the next stop. And then she got off. This is what I think she told me. She got off and she was like, why did you tell me to get off? Because, he said, that's why I had you pray every morning.
She wasn't ready for it.
You didn't pray that morning. I want you to pray. When I tell you to pray, that's why.
She would have been ready for it.
Be ready. And that's why you got lightheaded. Because she was chanting her little craziness.
Yeah.
But I just had to tell that because you told your little...
What does that have to do with... Oh, because of the chant?
She was chanting witchcraft and stuff. They had their little chants too.
That's
what the lady who came to set the captives free, who was being set free from being a witch. She said we would go to churches and stand in the prayer lines and chant. And people didn't even realize we were there. Nobody discerned.
Right.
So she said we did that purposely to go to these fake dead churches. Yeah, that didn't, notice us there. But I just thought of that when you said the grandmother.
Wendy said, friends on Friday. See y'all tomorrow. Thank you for praying for me. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, Wendy. It's the same
with
link.
The testimony.
Yeah, same link. Okay. This time I know you got to do something and see that she's in there.
Oh, so we going to be alerted? We going to know?
No, you got to turn the thing on so you can get alerted. Now I know now. I didn't know before. Yeah. So you shouldn't be just sitting in there like yesterday or like last Friday.
Okay.
So.
All right.
All right, y'all. So that was it. Don't forget to get our book, 100 Family-Friendly Jokes. Mm-hmm. Emerald says, good night, ladies.
Good night. Mama, she said good night.
Good night, Ma. Everybody say good night. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Always believe. And that was
another
Woods Report. See y'all later.